Good morning. Sorry for coming a little late. Sympathy to this morning. Sorry for me, although Imam has introduced me and most of you know me, the food and box. My name is Farouk Suleiman, popular name as Fasman. For me, I firmly support the work foundation initiative. Years already. It's a part of my life, and that was why when I discovered Imam Fuad, it was easy to switch. As I've always said, just like my brother Dr. said, followed Imam, I followed Imam too. And pray those days as when I started seeing him, I was wondering why is that man that I used to see. Sometimes I was running late from zone 4 to catch up with the prayers at Ansarudin and Fatima, and I noticed some kind of this and human was taking place. And I stopped by. And that's how I discovered him. And alhamdulillah, with the food bank, I used to be behind the scene, to say, I do not want to be involved. I want to be the engine room. Don't mention my agency. Until some days in 2019, so why don't you want to come and see what we're doing? And that is when he got me, and I had to come out. I truly and honestly requested to be part of the committee food bank, because when I saw what was going on, I felt I could add something to it. And alhamdulillah, this is where I brought us. Equally at the back of the mosque, because I'm involved in construction. He said, we have the intention of building a mountain. Yes, I've tried to be part of it. And this is where we are. And the work, I do not need to reaffirm or re-emphasize my commitment. I want to be part of it. Because as we know, like I told Director of City of that we the young people, for us it's a winding time. And can never be better if you are winding towards the works of Allah. So I will always be there, inshallah, to the best of what I can do. I will always support whatever way I can, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You have all spoken very well.
Oh, sorry. My contributions. So, ladies those spoke about myself, I didn't say what. So, I know we're doing a lot in house, but I would like AL-HABIBIYYAH, particularly the Secretariat, to take it very seriously, to own our own, so that we have the model. As we are involved in campaign to draw people's attention on the need for the work initiatives nationwide, which is the main project that we have. But while doing that, as I wish as quickly as possible as a matter of urgency and necessity, complete the registration processes for our work validation, for our work initiative, whatever we are doing, and launch it as quickly as possible so that we have it properly registered. In addition, I will request AL-HABIBIYYAH Islamic Society to open a desk for consultancy on work foundation. Please, so that somebody can just drive into our mosque complex or wherever we are. That we are going to talk to me about work. You may not want to be part of the public one. Talk to me about whether you take something home. And that's where some of the doctors that are there that spoke very well. That's why people like us that trade don't want to say much. But in my own way, let's own ours.
Yes.
So they'll have a model. Just like we have the model in the food bank.
Okay.
So that if you are talking to us about this ways,
Yes.
so and somebody should be there and should be fairly knowledgeable.
Already the
And
office
those
is
of
open.
us, and those of us who are going to be either project leaders or administrators should be properly trained, if possible. Let's pay for the training and they should own certification for that so that we'll be able to speak about it wherever we are and wherever we go. Thank you very much.
Well, quickly. Okay, you say what?
Short note so that maybe you find it.
Sit down.
I think the last three were fortunate. They had a receipt and another receipt, but we are not in competition. Who is speaking more, but who is adding value to what we are saying? So what I want to add, critically, I have concern Alhamdulillah, since secondary school up to after university, I have been part of so many initiatives, good governance and others, but a lot of them are good, even though it's theoretically, I don't know, PhDs here can say it. It's a known fact that 80% of startups go down, fail. But what I just want to caution is, we are volunteering. I don't want to point at him that please give me this to do. We know how busy we are, and we know how committed we will want to be. This is why my next suggestion is, I feel, is very vital. It's good for, there is always the dreamer. There is always the person who gets the eureka bang. Put whatever, because there's this saying, I don't know how factual it is, Bill Gates asks all his staff to write all the nonsense on paper, and he collects them and filters them. And that's why they do all sorts of games in Microsoft. Because he's making money, he has paid you the salary and kept you down. So what I want to appeal on is, first, I'm not discountenancing his volunteerism on this, but in order not to, for me, Baba Gana, to delay you, when you're give me timeline, give me the inputs I'm going to make, because it's somehow pro bono, and I have jobs for which I'm paid for, that I can be sacked. So I want a situation, please sir, with all due respect, I'm not saying you don't have that commitment you have, but sometimes our other commitments are pulling us down. Yes. So I think I say we, because I feel I'm also part of it. If we will give somebody and pay and work on it, a lot of us sitting here will be very good because of our experience, like His Excellency the Ambassador. What this young man cannot see reading for 1 week, somebody with experience will know where to go, and before you know it, just like AI, he will tell you this are critical areas. So we shouldn't, and I don't want this to fail. That's why I'm suggesting that let's think, sorry, don't be offended. Let's think like the Jews. Let's think like the Jews, okay, and act like Muslims. Okay. Secondly, sir,
what do we do in that area?
What we will do in that area, sir, the concepts are here, they are already developed. Okay. If you trust us, okay, give us the role, the level for which all these concepts are, for inputs, either tracked online on the website that you can control and not to be shared, so that people can make inputs. Or like this, beg us, when do people have time? Anybody, even those who are not here, bring us in residential. Some of us can even take care of ourselves anyway, because funding is another issue. Yes. Or we can come from our homes. If you put it Friday check-in and check out Monday morning, we know we are not doing anything. We will pray together, we will eat together, we will do things together. In fact, some that don't have plenty wives can come with the wives here. But if you tell your wife 9 to 5 is one, then we make inputs and it. So then when we finish now, we get the professionals and give them to now tailor it and give it back to us. My second most important suggestion, what, sir, and all other backers, Your Excellency, sir, we need to create a bank of intellect. There are so many young Muslims, male and female, that have PhDs. Wallahi, I have seen them, that are looking for like hospitals, places they can volunteer their time, and they have told me, we don't want shishi, that they will want to come. Talented people, Harvard and all this. So Ustaz Fuad and the AL-HABIBIYYAH family, we need to tap in. And these young people, honestly, sir, they are excellent. So that pool, when you create it, if it's not already created anyway, it will be already what will set the Islamic future and what will be Nigeria's future. And then whatever you do, you know the pool, the groups you will give to refine the processes. So it is very good. Thank you very much.
Okay, Doctor, going to talk. But before you talk, this man is in charge of volunteers. We call it the AL-HABIBIYYAH Volunteers Network. It's already on any area of human endeavor. We'll register you. Anytime you can contact us, anywhere you want to do, whatever you want to do. There's a form with that. Already it's I mentioned it, AL-HABIBIYYAH Volunteer Network. So it's already on the table. In fact, this is the officer in charge.
But I think the issue there now is the collection between these people that are spread all over the country.
No, what we do,
Once we identify them,
Yeah.
once we identify them, either you or me or she, then of course how to connect them with the man that's in charge of them.
Shane, there are some people who will work for you that I know, young men and women across diverse, and even some non-Nigerians, Indians, Pakistanis,
Yes.
that are looking for this, but they don't want to link and do say we are.
the one doing it.
Yes, that is the think tank I'm trying to point out.
We want you to guide us to do this. Anyone that we have, rest assured that we are ready for it. In fact, we are even sending that letter to NYC that want to be employed NYC to let you know what you are saying is already on ground. In fact, we are waiting for the NYC that camp now. They will sort at least 5.
Then finally, on this note, I have always thought if you don't control finances, you don't control a nation.
Yes.
Let me boldly tell you, because I think we're a family here.
Yes.
Because some of the things I think we need long rooms sealed and we swallow it so that nobody goes out and speaks to our opponents. Once upon a time we had banks that have Islamic interests. Alhamdulillah we have Jais, Alhamdulillah we have Taj Bank, and a lot of other banks are now coming in
Yes.
to do Islamic banking because they see a lot of the funds moving there. What I would like to suggest is just to put it on your front banner. Yes, we have workout, everything. Sorry, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
I want to suggest, because if somebody comes, you are not oil and gas. Like now, all the banks existing. If it's not oil and gas and transportation, if you don't to say, I want to do poultry, I want to do shallow livestock, because their mentality is not within you, is higher. You are always skewed and you are not empowered. So what I'm thinking for AL-HABIBIYYAH to consider, even if it is a futuristic in the next 3-5 years, have an idea of a microfinance. Okay.
It will lead you.
So if there is a microfinance, you know, Google or is it Apple started in a garden. We can start our own microfinance here, and maybe our grandchildren will one day have an institution that fund Islam, fund Muslims, fund the community. In fact, even non-Muslims can come and take, so that we will now we will now make it endear them to accept Islam because of the Islamic equity. And the basic start is not much. I'm sure all around this table, some of us can put the capital required.
Just don't worry, you have said it.
So
You have said
I
it.
think to control and empowerment and do it, sometimes you need the basis. Thank you very much, sir.
Doctor wants to talk.
No, I want to pass. I will just pass it.